people. Que pasa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. First thing that is popping in the news, it is based off a video that has been making its round over social media. People, when video hot, video hots. Me usually get them like 20 or 30 times, 40, 50 times. In this case, that is the case. In this video, which was taken at the RIU Hotel is in Montego Bay. Montego Bay is in St. James, right in the middle right there, so. Big time hotel, 5-star hotel, nice place. Them have about 3 different sections, the reggae, and them have 2 other sections, me no remember. However, this video was taken in RIU without a shadow of a doubt confirmed. What this video shows is a big body Jamaican lady. I know her, she works in the bar. It seems as if there was some sort of verbal altercation with a guest that sounded to be like she come from America. She in some sorts of maroonish, reddish type of outfit, bathing suit them call it. Don't know exactly how it started, who initiated it, who caused it, what was the motive. However, based on the video that I saw, there was some sort of yapping at the lip. The bartender lady or the bar lady hold her ground, fold her arm and a listen. However, it seems as if it escalated when the guests threw some sorts of liquid. Me no know if a water could have Sprite, I could have Mountain Dew. Me no know, some clear sorts of liquid in the face of the lady. People, it was a wrong move. Because as soon as she did that and step off and a prance off, the bar lady follow her, hold her, grab her by the weave. She tried to pick up one of those signs, you know, when it time you map the place and it's a wet floor, one of them orangish kind of sign, and she tried to lick the lady, and the lady pretty much disarm her immediately. When she take it away from her, she then commenced the royal BEAT down. The American did a fling couple thing, however, she did not have the upper hand. The lady was pretty much giving it to her left, right, and center. Our next lady seems to be the friend in a some sort of green bathing suit, try to intervene or try to assist the American. However, the big lady kind of fling her to the side like some sort of ragdoll. It was not until other persons intervened, meaning hotel worker, look like one of them entertainment worker in the shorts, orangish kind of, maroon kind of stuff. And I ask her, where she do? Now people, do you want to know what the sad reality of this situation is? The policy in most of these hotels, if you get engaged in any sort of physical altercation with the guests, usually you are going to be fired. If you're lucky, you might keep your job. However, I doubt it very much. So therefore, the policy that says the guests are always right, customers come first, I think it is trash. It's supposed to be under the circumstance. However, if we are going by the policies of America, that is what these companies go by, meaning RIU and most hotel in Jamaica. Firstly, they want to stop any sorts of guests from getting injured, because then that would be literally some sorts of BLACKI on the hotel, and you don't want guests to make any sorts of posts in the media or in the foreign press, because 100 good posts is not as effective as 1 bad post. So therefore, for business, it makes no sort of sense. Now people, had I been somebody that is a part of the RIU team, I would look at the video, because I am sure a big establishment like that must have other cameras other than the videos that are circulating over social media. And I say this to say that the policy is the policy and it is in black and white. However, unusual circumstances, whenever you fling something in a somebody's face or even SPIT in a somebody's face, that is the height of disrespect. That is when the calmest amongst us, the normal, rational, decent people might lose it, flip them lid, kind of push over the edge, and people, I think that is exactly what happened. Now people, this is a hotel that I've been to based on conversations that I've had with persons that has been there. Everybody talk highly of this lady, the worker that was in the verbal turn physical altercation. Nobody has anything bad to say about her. They say that she is a people person. She is as soft. Her heart is tender. She is a great person, good people person, an asset to the hotel. So people, like me say, me no know if the employees at RIU know the type of person that this lady is, or if they even care. If they do, they would make a conscious decision. However, I would not be surprised if she loses her job or get reprimanded, get some sorts of big suspension. People, me no know. One thing that I know about these people, as somebody that lived in America for a couple of decades, when it comes to these people, just like how you have good Jamaican and then you have bad Jamaican, you have good BLACK American, and you have the good and then you have the bad, vice versa, the yin and the yang. When you get the bad one, which it seems this person is, people, disclaimer once again, I was not there, just going by the video, putting things into context based on a video that is about 30 seconds long. So pretty much going by the reference are people that is vowing for the employee at the RIU. Don't know anything about the other person or the other two people in the altercation, meaning the people from America. I can tell you that more than likely the guests were wrong. However, the guest always comes first. It is always customer first. When you're dealing with a customer base business, which a hotel is, them no want any sort of backlash. So therefore, if they would rather to lose you than lose any sorts of money and get any sorts of people, I say, but me leave from over here and come to Jamaica and get a royal BEAT down at the RIU. So the moral of the story is this: when you leave from wherever you leave from and go to the place, know the tendency, know the hearts, know the physical ability of the people where you are at. Be very respectful. If you give out respect, more than likely you are going to get respect. If you go the other way, it is going to be the polar opposites. Not because you are spending money, not because you feel like you come from a first world country and this lady is a third world person. Don't feel as if money gives you the rights to pass your place, to abuse, to talk down, to disrespect anybody. You might learn the hard way, and I think that is exactly what happens. When we look at the bigger picture, yes, this hotel is going to get some sorts of backlash, and yes, there were customers or clients or guests standing right there at the hotel when all of this was happening, and it does not look good. However, when people look at what happened, they have to ask themselves, had that been you, what would you do? So therefore, this girl has been working there for a little while. This girl probably have pitney. We know that she has responsibility. She have place to live. She have car for drive. She have to eat. More than likely, as a people person working at places like that and then working in that position, she is making good money. How is she going to survive without this job? People sometimes them say you have to bite your lip. Sometimes them say if somebody backs up on one side of the jaw, turn the next side. However, until that shoes is on your foot, you don't know what you would do. And people, more than likely, I cannot speak for everybody, but I think that the average Jamaican, including myself, might have also reacted in the right way. Is it right? You have to weigh the pros and the cons. When you retaliate just because you felt as if you was disrespected, means somebody fling something in your face or spit in your face. Is that worth you losing your job, losing your income for? People like me say, this one is very sticky, point blank and period. Further on in the news, it is called Everything is Not As It Seems. Sometimes you might know a person as a good person. Sometimes that good person also have a double life. Sometimes that person have some sorts of skeleton in them closet. Sometimes those people are in trouble with people and nobody else knows. I am speaking about an incident that occurred at the Pembroke Hall School a couple of days ago, in which a taximan, affectionately known on the road as Pretty. Everybody says Pretty is a professional person, people person. He is no sorts of violent producer, he is no sorts of criminal. Him not have no sorts of enemy. But people, the truth and the fact is that sometimes you think that you don't have any sorts of enemy. However, people that you might have double cross or cross in the slightest way, them have you up. Them a carry belly, them a carry feelings for you because them feel as if you diss them. And you know, in Jamaica, to diss is to D-I-E, depending on who you diss. Like the saying goes, don't know who for frighten. So pretty much, Pretty was working his cab or working the cab, in drive that up, him pick up a man and him drop off the man at the Pembroke Hall School, in a Pembroke Hall, and then a lady roll up. Some people say a robbery. However, it seems as if it was just a hit, a hired hit, contract K-I-L-L-I-N-G. So people are wonder, people are ponder. How could this be? There should not be any sorts of possibility that anybody want to do him anything. However, people, the word on the street is saying something different. This is exactly what, well, might have happened. I was not there. Based on information, it is said that a couple of months ago, Pretty was in some sort of accident. Him lick up in a pow vehicle. Him fix the pow vehicle. However, the vehicle that he was driving, a Probox, which a whole lot of person thought was his, don't know if he gave them that impression or them just assume. It seems as if Pretty rented or was using that vehicle on a daily basis from a man from Kingston 11. Let's say that this man has the power to do things or can get things done. Based on the information, it is said that Pretty owed this man some sorts of money for that Probox. Word on the street, not always 100% proof. And Pretty also owes that man because he needed to fix up the vehicle. So him owe him twice. Now remember, in the video that I did before, I said that Pretty have a friend who live overseas. Pretty was driving his vehicle the night in which he lost his life. That man lent Pretty the vehicle. Pretty wanted to hold on or use that vehicle. His friend told him, listen, me and you come from 1990 how long? Me I go make sure say you get a vehicle. I have some money. Me I go put a thing on it. Make you go to some sort of dealer. Them will give you the vehicle. And then you make a little small payment. And you work it out like that. So apparently, the person that owns the Probox, him say Pretty in a new vehicle. And then Pretty in our next vehicle, which him say, yeah man, the machine look good. May I bring out the machine? So apparently this man that owns the Pro Box, him a said to himself, then hold on a minute, if him owe me for my rent and him owe me for fix up the vehicle, and then him have 2 other vehicles, what is the possibility of him making that payment to fix up the car and making payment for money that is due? Based on the information that is out there, it is said that this man from Kingston 11 hired a hit woman. I am speaking about a Shatta GIRL. She is from a place called Majestic Gardens, back to in that vicinity. She was the one that took out Pretty at the Pembroke Hall School on that sad day. People like me say, that is word on the street. Word on the street is not always 100% proof. However, whenever you hear anything, something in a something. So the moral of the story, like I said before, everything is not as it seems. Sometimes you see people and you see them smiling. However, sometimes them have problem. Sometimes maybe it is shame that they don't want to say to people, listen, you know, say me in some sorts of financial bind, and maybe he was not even in so much of a financial bind. Maybe he did not owe this person so much as you might have think. However, like me say, some people tolerance rate, some people reasoning ability, some people just evil. Some people like to entrap people and feel like, alright, I rent this vehicle and me get X amount of dollar on a weekly or daily or monthly basis. So therefore, me no want to lose that. And if indeed Pretty owe this person, and if indeed he was supposed to fix back that person's vehicle after some sorts of ACCIDENT, was that warranted him losing his life for? Because based on conversations that I've had with people that know him, had they known that he was in some sorts of financial problem, had he said it to them that, you know, say, apart from you helping me, assisting me to get some sorts of vehicle, me know this man, or me owe this man X amount of dollar, I want to make arrangement. People, do not take it for granted. As simple as things are, in a Jamaica, you can lose your life for some petty-ish, and even worse, you can lose your life for nothing, none at all. If you did some sorts of people, depending on how that person is, you might end up losing your life. And I think that this might be the motive why Pretty actually lost his life. Sad to say, however, that is the state of affairs as it pertains to Jamaica. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.